Welcome back. It's y'all Kenny. I stimulate minds, and we back with another reaction video. Like I said, we're gonna be doing politics and seeing what's out there in the world. We mostly gonna be reacting to Fox News and MSNBC. I don't really care about CNN like that. But one thing we is gonna react to on this channel is I support my people like Byron Donalds. If you don't know Byron Donalds, we're gonna be reacting to him today, and you will be seeing a lot of Candace Owens on this channel.
Being here. Look, I think that was embarrassing. You both were on the floor when this all happened. This is one of those things that shouldn't we all agree on just basic facts? The Russia collusion story was a lie. Adam Schiff was the chairman of the Intelligence Committee at the time. He knew better. He knew that there was no evidence to support it, and yet he went on all these TV shows and said that Trump colluded with Russia. Now he's censored, and they're saying shame at you and at Kevin McCarthy. And celebrating this move for Adam Schiff. Your reaction, Byron Donald?
Look, my reaction is that the Democrats will always do this. They will close ranks around their person, no matter what is going on, until that person actually ends up in jail. Because for them, admitting that they were wrong unravels their entire narrative, especially on this piece of Russia collusion. Because this has been the platform for their politics since 2016. And as this continues to unravel, it's demonstrating to the American people that they have continuously lied about where our country is, the status of our institutions, and it reveals really who they are and what they're about.
Well, it also reveals that they're not taking any of this seriously. I mean, they're lying to the American people still up to this day. I think they should be voted out on that. That was an embarrassing display.
Yes, and Byron and I, we were both on the floor. We witnessed it firsthand, and it was obscene, and they were yelling shame. But what was shameful is that they are supporting a guy who betrayed his oath of office. Adam Schiff betrayed his oath. He lied to the American people. He leaked classified information off the Intel Committee. We had to kick him off the Intel Committee. Then we had to censure him. And they are cheerleading this guy. And yet at the same time, in the same breath, in the same sentence, they are trying to sentence Donald Trump for having documents he did not leak to jail for life. They want him to give him a death sentence for just having documents. And so it's hypocritical, it's idiotic, and that is what's so shameful. And Byron and I are trying to let the American people know the truth. There are investigations ongoing right now. We want the American people to make the decision about 2024, because this is why 24 is so important.
Well, I want to ask you, because I want to get into some of the truth that we know about the Hunter Biden and the Biden family influence peddling, but what about this Trump indictment? Is this going to stop him, do you think? What do you think?
No, it's not going to stop him. I mean, look, President Trump is going to run hard. He's going to run to become the next president of the United States. And at the end of the day, we already know what's happened here. The only reason this has become a criminal probe is because the White House counsel allowed the Department of Justice to expand this to become a criminal probe. And it wasn't necessary. Every president has a 5-year period under the Presidential Records Act to review what's in their possession and negotiate with NARA. I'm sorry a bureaucrat at NARA wasn't happy about the process, but the president is afforded that time window to go through all of his documents.
If you don't like this dude,
yeah, and I will tell you too, I represent a very moderate purple district. We have a lot of independents in our district, and what this has done is shown people that the executive branch has been weaponized, that there is corruption at the highest levels of government, and that Donald Trump is going to fight to show the truth. And he's working very hard to do that. But also it's up to us. We've got investigations going on an oversight committee to show the American people how hypocritical, how complicit the mainstream media are in covering all of this up, and the double standard. Hillary Clinton was given a free hall pass, and what she did was horrible. She actually obstructed justice, used hammers and that program BleachBit to wipe out the server in a bathroom. And yet she's given this hall pass to do whatever the heck she wants to do because her last name's Clinton.
Well, it's going on again, though. The people who abused power for the Russia collusion story are in power once again, and they're ignoring this damning WhatsApp message. Let's talk about the Hunter Biden investigation that you all are doing. And Hunter Biden writes to a Chinese executive.
What did he write?
I'm sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to forever hold
Who
a
the
grudge
man
that you
sitting
will
in the
regret
chair?
not following my direction. I'm sitting here waiting for the call with my
Look at
father.
them terroristic
What are you
threats.
going to do with this?
We are going to run
Them
this all the way to the
terroristic
ground. I'm going to
threats.
tell you
We'd
my
have been
belief. I'm
ahead.
speaking for
Come
myself.
on, man.
This is public corruption, to a T. This is a paper play scandal to a T, and this is a cover-up now at the Department of Justice.
Like
and
I said,
also
he
believe
ain't
at the
got,
White
he ain't
House.
no
You mean
foreign
to tell me
national,
there
he
are
ain't got no
investigations at the
designation, no
IRS
titles.
and with the Department of Justice
He's checking
that are being
down like a
tamped down
pimp,
by
man,
the
on the
political
court.
brass, and the White House doesn't know, Joe Biden doesn't know, the White House counsel doesn't know, the chief of
Right.
staff doesn't know. That is a lie. They all know. This is a cover-up. Richard Nixon never did anything
Richard
to the scale of what's happening in front of us right now. And this is because the Biden family
they made
was getting
documentaries
millions
about
and
that.
millions of dollars. They concealed it from the American people. They weren't paying taxes on this money. Was Joe Biden paying his fair share? No, he was not.
But he
At the same
wanted to
time,
see Trump
he's
taxes.
gaslighting the American people. This is a travesty for our country. And everything they accuse President Trump of, Joe Biden and the Democrats have been doing.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
He was a
you
senator
have
for
to
40
ask the question,
years,
and I just did to Chairman Jim Jordan. Is impeachment
We
on
know
the
he
table?
was a
This is
real
also- look what you
president.
just said
Obama was just a
about
face.
all of this bad behavior, potential criminality. Are you moving to impeach this president?
Well, this could be. We have to do
Get
our
him
own
up out of
investigation.
here.
We have to be
Get
better
him up
than the
out of
left,
here.
better than Democrats when they impeached Trump twice. We have to be better than that. We have to have an investigation. We have to have all the evidence, the dots connected, has to go through committee, through
I'm
judiciary.
seeing evidence. What more evidence do you
We
want?
have to connect the
We
dots
gonna get 'em
for
to
Congress to be able
bedtime.
to do that. So there's a process to go through judiciary, and we need to do that. We just referred impeachment charges to
That's one
committees
thing I
last
can
week. But
respect about
what
the
we want to
Republicans.
show,
They
and
gonna
this
do it.
is
They
why it's
gonna
so
do it
important,
right.
my message
They
to DOJ and FBI today and
do
this
it
morning is
like
that
the
you are not
Democrats.
going to do your job and investigate this. We will do your job for you on the Oversight Committee. Now, the WhatsApp message we just saw yesterday, the White House spokesperson refused to answer the question about that message and walked off stage during a White House press briefing. They are unwilling, and when the president is asked about this, he lies about it. And what we have to do, we have to show between the 1023 forms, the messages
That's
and
one
texts, the
thing I
hardline
respect
laptops,
about Donald
show how all
Trump.
this
He gonna
money's
say
connected. We
how
have
it
to show the
is,
bank
like it
records.
or love it.
And what they bragged
can
about in the
respect that.
FBI documents is that the Ukrainians, is that they made it so complex and complicated, it would take us 10 years to figure it out. We don't have that kind of time. We got like 10 months. We have to do the work. We've got to work fast, and we're doing that on the Oversight Committee.
How are you going to do it? Are you keep getting stonewalled?
Well, now we're in the process of, we're going to get bank records, continue to go down that path.
Oh,
I believe
follow
that
the
when
money.
you can connect those dots on money flows, which we've already seen with Hunter Biden, Jim Biden, any other members of the Biden family, once you have all that in your possession, there are the grounds. The last piece is this obstruction that has gone on with the White House and the Department of Justice. Because if those are high crimes and misdemeanors, I think we actually have a two-tier track for impeachment with Merrick Garland and with Joe Biden.
Well, I mean, Merrick Garland claims that it's all independent, and then we hire otherwise from the whistleblowers.
So somebody's lying. And is it Merrick Garland or is it the whistleblowers? Right now, I trust the whistleblowers more than I trust anybody. These are credible individuals that have been in these agencies for a long time. They are nonpartisan.
Like
Some may
that
have
woman
even
that's
be Democrat. And they were stonewalled in their own investigations. And the Oversight Committee and Judiciary, we are very grateful for the whistleblowers who have risked everything, have the courage to speak up, speak out, and bring their evidence to the Oversight Committee. Because we have to show the American people all the evidence. We have to connect every dot, cross every T, and show the corruption, show the money laundering, show everything, the RICO and racketeering that's happened, the bribery scheme, all of it connects together. And we have to show that for the American people.
So Hunter Biden is not charged with bribery, is not charged with money laundering, gets a slap on the wrist in terms of tax issues here. How much money do you think the Biden family has taken in?
I think right now we're looking anywhere close from $17 million to $25 million. And frankly, all this is between the time of Joe Biden's last year as vice president until he was sworn in as president of the United States. One other thing on Hunter Biden, he was operating as an unregistered foreign agent. They threw Paul Manafort in jail for the same thing. For less than what Hunter Biden has been doing, as he's gone on every junket, every overseas trip, and has been shaking down foreign countries, foreign companies. The WhatsApp message demonstrates that fully.
Well, Byron and I, we sat in together at Treasury looking at the suspicious activity reports. I actually think it could be higher than $25 million. The 1023 form alone was $10 million. We know there are tens of millions of dollars here through multiple companies, weighing through complicated, so you could hide where the money was coming from and where it was going.
Right.
We're talking about a lot of money, more than anyone could ever dream of here, which is why it's not being investigated, because this could end up being the biggest political scandal in our nation's history in the White House.
Yeah, and I thought the biggest political scandal was the Russia collusion lie, but this tops even that. It's bigger than that. Look, what a time to be members of the Oversight Committee and in Congress. Thank you both. This is the most extraordinary story. The most important and aggressive allegations ever leveled at a sitting president. And the mainstream media will not cover it.
Yeah.
It's sad.
That tells you it's true.
Will not cover it. Thank you so much. We'll be watching your work.
Salute to the Byron Donalds, the woman from South Carolina, the Oversight Committee. Man, this is crazy, y'all. Why the Democrats not talk about this? Why they not talk about it? They in on it too. All of them need to go. If y'all like this reaction,